Welcome to my channel, YouTube. It's your boy Steven, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the top 10 tools I think every electrical apprentice should think about investing into. Whether you're new to the trade or you're thinking about joining, I believe all 10 of these tools will definitely help you out in the future. So that's what we're going to be discussing today. Hopefully you guys feel it's informative. If you guys do, hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button, and let's get into the video, y'all. Let's go. First, I want to say hopefully everybody's having a blessed day today. I know it's been a minute since I posted my last video, man, but life has been lifing, man. But your boy working through it, staying strong throughout everything, man. But I just completed my second year on April 21st, so definitely excited about that accomplishment. So we're working to year 3. Can't wait to continue to share this journey with y'all, man. But also, I got to say something, man. We just hit 7,000 subscribers. So thank you to each and every one of you guys who has been supporting me from the beginning, and everybody that's been joining throughout the whole journey, man. I truly appreciate it, man. But let's get into this video. Like I said, we are going to be going over my top 10 tools that I think every electrical apprentice should think about investing into. These are some of the ones that I got. We'll start from 10 and work our way down to number 1, which would be my favorite. So let's get to it. Let's go. Started with number 10, we will be going with the Allen wrenches. This is the Klein model. The serial number for this one is 70550. I got this from Home Depot. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was like either $20, if I'm not mistaken. But they sell all different models of them. They have some in Harbor Freight. They have some at Lowe's. You know, every brand carries them. But I got the Klein model. These work really, really well for me. I'll show you guys some B-roll of it. You're going to be using these a lot in your panels and things like that when you're tightening up lugs. Also, people use torque wrenches and things like that. But I have my Allen wrenches. Definitely, they come in handy all the time. Definitely happy with this set. I've had these for about a year and a half now. But yeah, I think some Allen wrenches will definitely help you guys out. They also have something called T-handle. So you can actually grab it with your hand and twist it. I actually like those. Klein has those also. I'll show you guys maybe a little overlay of that one. I definitely think it should be something you have in your bag because you never know when you might need it. They come in handy all the time. So yeah, these are going to be number 10. Let's go to number 9 right now. Number 9 will be a tape measure. If you're going to be an electrician, you're going to be in this trade, you need to have your tape measure. It doesn't matter what brand you get, but you definitely should get you one. I have the Milwaukee 25-foot magnetic one. They have them in all different sizes, all different brands. You can check them out. But the Milwaukee one has worked well for me. This magnetic tip definitely comes in handy. You know, whether you're on a ladder and you're trying to try to get a measurement and you need it to hold on to something, the magnetic tip definitely comes in handy. I really, really do like it. I actually had this one for a while. I need to update it because, as you guys can see, it kind of gets stuck. It doesn't go all the way back down. So hopefully I can get me one soon in the future. I think I want to get the Stanley one. That's one I've tried. A few of my coworkers have it, and I like it pretty well. But definitely, you can get them. You can get them on an affordable price. They're not too much. I'll put the price below so you guys can check them out. I know Home Depot has them. Lowe's has them. But yeah, you definitely need to get your tape measure, and you definitely need to learn how to read one. You know, I didn't know how to read one starting out, but if you want to check it out, I made a video about it. You know, you can see step by step on to help you read a tape measure. So yeah, get your tape measure, y'all. Let's go to the next one. Let's go. And number 8 is going to be your wire strippers. I have 3 different models right here that we're going to go over. The first one we'll go over is your traditional wire strippers. This actually came in my Klein set that I bought when I first started my apprenticeship. It was about 5 hand tools and a screwdriver for $100. And these are the ones that I've used every day. These are the ones that I use all the time. I actually like it. You know, I actually need to upgrade these because they don't cut the wire anymore. I'll show you guys a little inside clip of where you can see where I kind of arced them out. But I still been holding strong for these. You know, these are my babies, man. You know, these are what I started with. So definitely some wire strippers. They have all different brands, as you guys know. You have Klein, Milwaukee, and things like that. Also, Harbor Freight has a few of them. But yeah, now we're going to go to another model. One of my coworkers actually gave me this one. This is the Milwaukee one, the Milwaukee strippers right here. Now, I actually like these. These have a better grip for them. And also, I don't know if you guys can see the little flat part to help you twist wires and things like that. This is nice. You know, I like the Milwaukee one, but I'm just so attached to the Klein one. I don't know what it is, but definitely they have different models you can check out. Klein also has a model similar to this Milwaukee one too. But yeah, this is a pretty good one. Sharp blade, everything like that. But it kind of just depends on what you like. I'll put a price comparison on all three of these so you guys can decide which ones you think will be worth it. But yeah, this is a good option for you too if you don't want the other one. Now the last one will be the crimpers. These crimpers, I like these in particular. My master electrician actually got me these, so I'm much appreciative about that. If you guys don't know how a crimper work, I'll actually show you. We use these when we crimping wires to stake-ons and things like that. But not only can you crimp things on here, you can also strip wire. So this is the wire section where you can strip it. So these come in handy. Now this is a little bit more expensive, which is why I didn't buy it at the time. You know, this is like $40, but I'm happy to have it. But I also think it's a good option for you too, you know, if you decide, you know, you want to get it. These are going to be the wire strippers for number 8. Now let's get ready to move on to number 7. Let's go. Now, number 7 is a special one for me. My grandfather called me one day and was like, hey, grandson, you know, you need something. And I was like, man, you know, I really need some insulated screwdrivers, you know. I have been doing this for like a year and a half and I hadn't had any. And he Amazoned them to me. They came to the house. So, you know, these are the ones special for my grandpa. So, Papa, thank you. Number 7 is going to be your insulated screwdrivers. I actually got the one with the exchangeable bits. They actually sell them individual also. But this is the one that I wanted to get. These come in handy a lot. If you're working in panels, you want to just be careful and things like that. These are protected up to 1,000 volts. But this particular one, as you guys can see, you just basically twist it and it snaps on, snaps off. I think it's pretty cool. I really wanted these for a long time. Like I said, they have all different models of these from different brands. This particular one, like I said, is Klein. This model was $49.99. I know it's a lot, y'all, but I just look at it as an investment. I wanted them, you know. I don't think I would have had these yet if my grandfather didn't, you know, get them for me. So like I said, yeah, it was just something that I really been wanting, and I'm just appreciative that I was able to get it. But if you guys want to check them out, they actually have the individual ones, Phillips, flathead, square head, whatever ones you need. I'll put prices down below so you can also check those out. But yeah, insulated screwdrivers come in handy in this trade, man. I just think it's a great tool to invest into, and I definitely think it'll help you out, you know, throughout your apprenticeship, you know, and throughout your career in general. Definitely want to be safe out there, you guys. So check them out. Like I said, I'll show you guys some other models from different brands and things like that. But definitely, insulated screwdrivers, they definitely come in handy. So yeah, thank you again, Pawpaw. I love you, man. Let's go to number 6. Let's go. Now, number 6 is going to be some of my favorite screwdrivers that I love to use out in the field, and that will be my MultiBit screwdrivers from Klein. We'll go with number 1. Number 1 will be the stubby. Now, these things come in handy all the time. Now, this particular one is an 8-in-1, so you have different bits throughout them. And this also has an extender where it extends. If you need it to be a little longer, I'll show you guys with the B-roll and everything like that. But stubbies come in handy all the time in those tight places. I remember I was doing a few jobs with my journeyman, and 3 different times we didn't have a stubby, and I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna just spend this little $20, man, and give me one of these. Ever since I bought it, I've used it about 3 times. So that's typically how it goes, you know. But it's always in my bag just in case. You just never know, you know. In this trade, man, things happen, different situations. You go to different people's houses, you know, and you just gotta have the right tool when that time is needed. The second one I go with is my 11-in-1 screwdriver. My foreman actually carries this around, you know, when he does his quotes and things like that. And I was like, man, you know, this thing right here comes in handy. So I decided to get me one of these. This was $20 too. It has your square head, Phillips, flathead. Definitely it's something that I enjoy having. This is one of my favorite ones. It's also magnetic also. That's definitely a key. All of my things, I would prefer them to be magnetic. It just comes in handy out in the field. So yeah, your MultiBit screwdrivers. This is the Klein model. Now the third one I got because I was helping doing a few of the HVAC things, and this came in handy. This is the HVAC 8-in-1. Now I really like this. I've used it a few times. It's definitely something that I'm happy that I have in my bag. You know, if they need me to help do a few AC calls and things like that, I can always bring this bad boy out. So yeah, just check out the options, you guys. Like I said, you know, they have all different models from all different brands, Lowe's, Home Depot, Harbor Freight. Check the deals out all the time. You just never know. Like I said, I'll still put prices down for everything over here. But MultiBit screwdrivers, they definitely come in handy. So hopefully you guys check it out. And let's move to the next one. Let's go. Now, number 5 is going to be a special one for me. Now these are going to be your Klein lineman pliers. Now these babies have been with me since my first 2 weeks of my apprenticeship. This is one of the ones that I got in my set when I first started. I love these things. I use these things every day. This is our hammer. This is what we twist wires with, what we cut things with. This thing has been through so much, and it's just holding up really, really well. So I'm very, very happy about it. They have different styles of them. They have the journeyman ones, but I don't even think I want the journeyman one. I want to keep these. You know, these are my babies. I'm not letting these go nowhere, man. But definitely they have different models. Milwaukee has one, and I've seen the other few brands that have them also. But this is just what I'm gonna stick with, you know, throughout my apprenticeship, throughout my career. I think it's gonna be real hard for me to change, you know, my Klein lineman pliers, because these things have just been dependable for me, man. I think the money that I spent on them, for them to still be working just as good as they did from day one, you know, I'm very, very happy about that. So I would definitely say you guys should check some lineman pliers out. I'm gonna say check out the Klein one because that's the one I like, but y'all do what y'all gotta do. I'll put the price for them below so y'all can check them out. But let's move on to number 4, y'all. Let's go. Now, number 4 is gonna be something that I got a great deal at. I have the Klein Journeyman cable cutters. I found these at the pawn shop brand new for $20. It was a great deal on them. I couldn't pass it up. I wanted to get some cable cutters because honestly, I couldn't afford the actual Klein ratcheting cable cutters that my journeyman has. So it was something that I thought I could have on my own for my own person. So I don't have to keep asking him, hey, can I use your ratchet cutters? You know, while we're on different sides doing different things. I'm definitely happy that I was able to get it. These cut up to 2/0 copper. And I use these every day, you know, when we're doing panels, we're doing generators, whatever it might be. This is what I use to cut most of my things. These are the journeyman actually handles, if you guys can see, which is a lot different than my actual lineman pliers. It's a lot thicker, but I still like it. I definitely think it's a great investment to have some cable cutters, no matter whatever brand you get. But like I said, I found these for a good steal for $20. So check out your local pawn shops. You guys will never know what you guys might find. I check all the time, and hey, you come across some good things. I'm not sure if it's hot or not, but you come across a good few things. But definitely cable cutters will definitely help you out. I think the original price for these are like $40 also, but I'll show a few different options for y'all in the description below. But let's move on to number 3, y'all. Let's go. Now, number 3 is gonna be your MultiNut Driver. This is the Klein model. This is the model that I got when I first started my apprenticeship, probably around week 2. One of the journeymans who I was working with told me that this would probably be a good investment for me when I first started. And he wasn't lying. I use this all the time. My master electrician be hating on these, but I'm not really worried about that. You know, he likes the individual 5/16, and you know, he used to do a bunch of work in the 80s and the 90s. So he doesn't like all of the extra bits that you gotta take out and all that other stuff. But you know, it works for me. I like it, man. I like it. But a multi-bit nut driver, this definitely comes in handy. It goes all the way up to 9/16. So definitely something I think you guys should check out. Like I said, they do have the individual ones also, but those are a little steep, you know. For me, this was like $30, and you know, it has all of the sizes. You're gonna be using your 5/16, 3/8 all the time, and it's just definitely something that's easier for you to have in your bag, so you don't have to have a whole bag of screwdrivers. You know, I think this will definitely be good for you. But check out the other brands also. Like I said, this is the Klein model. This works for me. But check it out, man. Now we got 2 more to go, and yeah, we almost done with this. But hopefully you guys are enjoying the video. If y'all are enjoying it, hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button, and let's finish these next 2 out, y'all. Let's go. Now, number 2 is going to be your testers. I have 3 different ones that we'll go over. The first one will be your plug tester. This right here is the Klein model. I actually got this a few months ago. I had a cobalt one that worked really, really well for me when I first started, but I was ready to upgrade, and I was able to pull the trigger and get this one. So definitely a plug tester comes in, lets you know you plug it in your plug, lets you know if it has voltage. You can GFI test it also with this particular model. These come in handy all the time. This is not the end all be all. You definitely want to have a meter if you have one, or use your journeyman's. But if you're just trying to test to see if something has voltage, this right here definitely will help you out. Now the second one is going to be your tick tracer. Basically this right here is a non-contact voltage tester. So basically what you would do is you would just turn it on. You could put it inside a receptacle to let you know if it has voltage or something to it, or if you have some random wires you want to see if it's voltage to it. You'll test it, and basically what you'll see is it'll start beeping or turning red. It just depends on which tester that you have. I actually had a cobalt one when I first started. It came in handy, but it was a few incidents where it didn't work correctly, so I wanted to upgrade and go with the Fluke. Now these right here, not the end all be all. I wouldn't trust this completely. I would always put a meter on it, but if you just want to test it real quick to see, I think it's just something nice to have, and it'll help you out. Yeah, it'll help you out. So think about that. I'll show you the prices for these. I've seen these go as cheap as $20. I think when I got mine, it was $40, unfortunately. I was a little upset about that, but definitely you can check that out. Now we'll move on to the most important one, which will be your meter. This right here is the Fluke 374C. This particular meter, I found this one at the pawn shop for $180. It was brand new. And this particular model, brand new, was $400. So when I'm telling you guys, you can find good steals at the pawn shop. I don't know where they got it from. They didn't have any initials, any names on it and things like that, but it was there for $180, and it's something that I use every day when I'm testing voltage to see if it's power to it, to make sure it's working correctly. This is what I use. This is what I trust my life with. As you guys know, as an electrician, Fluke is kind of what everybody uses. This is what we stand by. It's been trustworthy, you know, throughout the trade for a very, very long time, and I'm very, very happy to have my first Fluke, especially so early in my career. I don't think I'm gonna get one anytime soon, but this one right here is a very, very special one. This particular model also comes with that clamp, so if you want to check any amperage or things like that, basically you'll just clamp it over the wires and it'll tell you any amps if it has on there. But yeah, man, this right here is important. They have the Klein model. They actually have a cheaper Fluke model. If you guys want to check that one out, I'll put the description for you on there. The cheaper Fluke model I've seen go from maybe like $129, but I'll give you guys the exact price. Just to start off with, I know your journeyman will probably have one, or whoever you might be training under, but I definitely think it's something you should invest into, and you know, to have on your own, so that you know, be able to have it, you know, and continue to grow and learn, you know, how it works and things like that. So I definitely think it's something good for you to have. It's just important to be safe out there, you guys. So that's the main thing. Invest into the right tools that'll help you out in your future, to make sure you get home at night to your family and things like that. So you don't want to cheap out, you know. You don't want to cheap out when it comes to things like that, but definitely you want to find something nice. Like I said, Fluke has one, Klein has one. I still have my Klein meter that I have. So yeah, man, let's get ready to go to number one, and let's finish this thing out, man. Let's go. Now we're at the finish line. My number one thing that I definitely believe you need to have is an impact and a drill. This particular one that I have is the Milwaukee M18 FUEL. If you guys know, my wife got this for me my last Father's Day. I was very, very grateful to have it. I started off with Ryobi. I still have it, but this right here is what I have. These impacts come in handy all the time, man. I definitely think it's something you have to have. You're gonna be tightening things, loosening things all the time. And it's definitely something you should definitely invest into. Milwaukee has different models for all of them, so you don't have to get this particular model, which is the FUEL. They have all different ones, and I'll show you guys the prices for different ones also you can check out. But like I said, I started with Ryobi. I got my Ryobi set for like $200, and that's what I used for the first year and a half. It worked for me. The only thing that I struggle with is that I didn't have a hammer drill. So if you are going to get a drill, I would suggest that it's a hammer drill. Hammer drill comes in handy all the time. And I definitely think it's just something you should think about, whatever brand you decide to go with. I would make sure that it has hammer drill. It comes in handy, man. When you're going through brick and things like that and tough stuff, that hammer drill will come in handy, especially if you don't have like an SDS or something like that. But just starting out, get you a nice impact and drill set is something that will definitely help you out, you know, for your career. Like I said, it doesn't have to be the top of the line Milwaukee, top of the line brand, but just get you something that you're comfortable with, you know, and as you continue to grow your experience, continue to grow, you know, throughout your trade. You know, you make a little bit more money, you know, then you invest in something that you can actually afford. So definitely think about it, man. This right here is all of the 10 things that I thought would be helpful for you guys that I think you should think about investing into. Like I said, if you're new to the trade or you're thinking about joining, these are some of the things that you can invest into that will help you throughout your career, throughout your apprenticeship, and that you're going to be using on a day-to-day. So yeah, man, think about it. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed the video, like I said, hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button. Hopefully this video was informative for you guys. Like I said, I'll try to put all of the prices down below for you guys. And yeah, man, I just hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry for my absence. I know it's been a little minute, but like I said, I was just working through some things. But staying strong, staying motivated, keeping God first, man. And we're gonna make it, man. We're gonna be all right in this thing. So like I said, thank you guys again for all of y'all support, man. I truly appreciate it. Thank you to all 7,000 of you guys. I truly, truly appreciate it, man. Thank y'all so much. And I'll see you guys in the next one, y'all. We out.